Hi everyone, and welcome to my home here at the Red Brick House. I'm doing a WIP and chat today with you. If you're not familiar, WIP stands for Work in Progress, and I'm going to be working on my beautiful custom kit from Diamond Painting Pro. This is an image of my beautiful cat Azriel, who passed away last fall, and it's just so dear to my heart. I have enjoyed doing this so much. I kind of don't want it to be over. I just have this section right here to finish, which is her cute little face. And I did do an unboxing video on this kit, so if you are interested in more details, you can check out that video. But today we're going to be working on this little section right here, her cute little mouth. And so I'm so excited to get started on it. I am excited to get it finished, but like I said, I don't want it to be over too soon. I think it will definitely be finished by the end of February. I think it will be a February finish. I'm hoping, but kind of not hoping. You know what I mean? Anyway, so join me, get your crafts and snacks and a nice beverage, and we're gonna sit down and work on this section and chat about some things. So let me get my drills all set up and we'll get started. Okay, I think I am just about ready. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to tear back my film. I'm gonna kind of tear it gently. I try to stay on a line, but sometimes that doesn't always work. You see, oh man, I didn't even notice it's tearing over here, but that's okay. Like, I'm almost done with this film here. It's like trying to unroll tape sometimes. Okay, I'm just gonna lay it back right there. Hold it down with that. Okay, I'm gonna start working on this. It's letter H is the symbol, and it's quite a lot. I believe it's black. So, how is everybody doing? I hope everybody has had a good week. Last time I did a WIP and chat, it was Valentine's Day. So, how did your Valentine's Day go? Did you have a fun day? Here, it was raining all day. I'm not a huge fan of rain. It's not my favorite kind of weather, but it was okay. We stayed home. We didn't, like I said before when I did that video, we don't really do a whole lot for Valentine's anymore. My husband and I shared a heart candy, and then we got my daughter her own little Valentine thing. And sometimes we don't usually go out to eat because usually restaurants, you know, on Valentine's are so crowded. Usually you have to have a reservation. Even in, you know, places where you don't normally have to have a reservation, you need one on Valentine's because everybody wants to go out to eat. And in our town where we live, we are a big, like, eating out community because there are so many restaurants here. And this town has grown so much since I moved here. And I've lived here a while, and I have really watched it grow. But even when I first moved here, there was a ton of restaurants. Ton of fast food places. But we did not go out to eat. Like I said, it rained all day. And then, so evening time came, and I really didn't want to go out in the rain. And I had talked about in one of my other videos how my husband had gotten a new car, and I was like, do you really want to take your car out in the rain? So we were going to have something delivered, but we really didn't want junky food. We really didn't want like pizza or something, you know, that's easy to deliver. And so we went out anyway. My husband's like, it's okay, I'll just wash the car again. Okay, all right, if that's what you want to do. I mean, we could have taken my car, obviously, but my car's got some problems with it, and I certainly didn't want something to happen and break down in the rain. Like, that would be the worst. So, that would be bad. Anyway, and so we went to our local grocery store So we have a grocery store that's local to Texas. Well, it started in Texas, like southern Texas. I think it started in San Antonio, and it's called H-E-B. And I don't think it's branched out into other states or anything, kind of like Buc-ee's has. I mean, Buc-ee's a gas station. It's not a grocery store, but this is a, local to Texas grocery store. And so anyway, it's a very good grocery store. That's really all we have here. We don't have like Kroger, or we don't have a lot of options when it comes to grocery shopping. We have like, Walmart, and we have Sam's Club, and we have, what else do we have? We have Natural Grocers, and then we have H-E-B, and that's pretty much it. We don't have any other stores in town. So anyway, we went to our local H-E-B grocery store, and they make excellent sushi. They make it like in-house. They also have like a great deli with, like foods you can get, because my daughter does not like sushi. But I was like, I really want sushi from H-E-B. And so, it's really good. The big H-E-B, it's kind of across town. It's kind of a drive from us. But they have like you can like see the guy making it and everything. It's pretty cool. So anyway, that's what we did. That's what we had for Valentine's dinner. And I mean, we didn't do anything fancy. We just, ate our store-bought sushi. And we did get a slice of cake, like, how you can buy in the bakery. They'll have like just slices of cake. So my husband and I shared a slice of cake, and that way we wouldn't have a bunch of like leftovers. We're trying to be health conscious with our eating and stuff. So we try to not, even on the holidays, we try not to like overindulge, And I have learned that if I want something like a sweet treat or something, I will, that doesn't go there. You go there. There we go. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, we will go and I'll get just a single serving of something, because I would rather like pay more and get a single serving than have a whole bunch, like a whole container of ice cream sitting in my freezer, and what's there, so it's just more tempting to eat it if it's there. So it's it takes more effort to go out of your house and pick up something rather than just having it right there and available to you. So that's kind of one of my little tricks to keep myself on track. And so that's kind of our rule. We don't really keep like junky snacks, or like, especially like, high calorie desserts or candy and stuff like that. We don't really keep a lot of that in our house anymore. And it has helped. It's helped me a lot. So anyway, that was our Valentine's Day. But it was funny because we left our house, and it was just sprinkling. It wasn't terrible rain. It was just like kind of annoying rain. But we were driving across town to go to the, the nicer H-E-B store. And we saw a rainbow. We saw a rainbow across the sky, and it was so beautiful because you could see it all the way. It wasn't like a partial rainbow, like it was a true rainbow. Like you could see it just go all the way across the sky. It was gorgeous. And then like I kept watching. My husband was driving, and I'm glad too, because I would have been distracted by the rainbow. I would have had to pull over or something because I wanted to take a picture of it. So I'm glad I wasn't driving. But a few minutes later, it turned into like a double rainbow. So it was so cool. I love it when that happens. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to go out because it's raining. My hair is going to get all wet. And I have curly hair, so, rain's a big deal to us curly hair girls. Other people just don't understand that have straight hair. When you have curly hair, you're just like, no, I'm staying home. I just don't. I can't be bothered to go out in the rain. Anyway, it was funny. But we got to see a rainbow. So, like, sometimes, when you go out and do stuff like that, you get rewarded with rainbows. So that was fun. It was nice to see that. And so, anyway, what else can I talk about? let's see. I made some notes. What can I talk about? Oh, I was going to tell you, every February, our county puts on a youth fair for kids. And so we went, and after they did all the judging and all that stuff, we went to look at it, me and my sister and my daughter. We drove over there, and we got to walk through and look at all the things that kids had entered into the fair. So this was for ages 8 to 18, I believe. And it was so fun. It's always fun. I love going. And then seeing the animals, because they were showing animals too. We missed the horses and stuff, which I love to go and see. I love horses so much. I had horses growing up, but I've never been able to own one, as an adult, but that's okay. It was fun to see all the different animals. We saw goats, and I think that was it. Well, bunnies. We did see bunnies. We didn't stay for the judging and stuff of the bunnies, but we got to see, a lot of people were bringing them in, and it's so cute to see all these girls. They were mostly girls. I saw a couple of guys that were bringing in theirs, but not very many. It was mostly girls, like teenage girls, and they were holding their bunnies and walking around and talking. And these rabbits, I don't know if it's a certain breed or whatever. I really don't know much about rabbits and breeding rabbits and all that stuff, but these rabbits were so calm. I like calmer than a cat. I mean, they were just they were so chill. We were sitting down and kind of watching some of the bunnies coming in and stuff, and one girl, she was sitting in front of us, and she was waiting, so she was watching her tablet, and she had her bunny in her arms, and that rabbit was just sitting there. It was just sitting there, just happy, like a lap cat or something. It was just totally chill and just sitting there, and it was so funny. I was like, oh, it made me want a rabbit, y'all. It really did. It made me want one really bad. But anyway, it was really cute. And then we got to see all of the sewing entries, and that just made my heart so happy to see all these young kids sewing their own clothes. And they were like legitimate clothing, evening wear. And I mean, they weren't just super simple stuff. Some of the things were pretty intricate and hard fabrics to work with. And so I was just, kudos to them, because that's amazing. Another category I really like to go and see is all the photography. The photography was amazing. And all the decorated cakes, that was amazing too. But guess what? This time when we went, they had a diamond painting category. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my gosh, there's diamond paintings. I don't know what the rules were or anything like that, but I was telling my daughter, I was like, oh, you could totally do this. There was only 4 or 5 entries in there. And so I don't know how. I think it would be interesting to know how they judge that. I don't know if they judge it on how straight your drills are. I have no idea. Maybe I don't know if you're allowed to customize them, and that would be a very creative, a very creative thing if you had custom, where you could trade out your colors for ABs, or change the colors to your own thing. I don't know if they were allowed to do that. It didn't look like anything up there was like that, but it was very cool to see diamond painting in the youth fair. Oh, it was so fun. And so anyway, there was just so many creative things, and I just loved it. It was right up my alley to go and see all that. It was so fun. So I was hoping it would spark some interest for my daughter, and maybe she would be interested in doing something like that, because she does love to diamond paint. She's not a baker. She doesn't really like to cook all that much, and she doesn't like to do a whole lot of crafts either. But she is she loves to diamond paint, and she I don't know. I think with her, a lot of things, she has to kind of, I kind of have to like give her a push into trying something before she's going to decide that, oh, this is quite fun after all, you know, because she's at that age where she wants to like kind of do the opposite of whatever I suggest, you know what I mean? Like she's at that fussy age where it's like, I'm not going to do it just because you told me to do it, but yeah, it is actually quite fun to do, you know? So I don't know, but it's kind of funny. So that was really fun. That was fun to go and see all that. I think this week they had the rodeo, like the junior, like youth rodeo. We didn't go to that, but it's usually super crowded and there's a lot of schools there and it's a little chaotic. So we didn't go to that, but we had a good time. Anyway, so also another thing we've been enjoying is the Winter Olympic Games. Has anybody else been watching the Olympics? My favorite winter Olympic sport is the figure skating, hands down. It's always been my favorite since I was a little girl. I grew up in a really small town. We didn't have an ice rink or anything like that near us, like, you know, and of course I live in Texas, so it's not like it gets, you know, we have an ice storm every like 4 years, you know. It's not like it's like, I don't know, we don't have ice rinks outside or anything like that. But I always loved ice skating, and I always, you know, wanted, when I was a little girl, I always wanted to try ice skating. Now, of course, there were a few times in my youth when we went to, like, when we would go to Dallas, and we would go to the mall, and some of the malls in these bigger cities will have indoor ice rinks. And I did that like a few times when I was younger, I remember, but I was never a good skater. I never had very good balance, and so like I could never. I just couldn't. Even if I wanted to, I don't think my body was meant for skating. But I love and appreciate watching people do that. I think it's just so beautiful. Such a beautiful sport. And then we have also been I like the downhill skiing. I think that's really exciting to watch, and the snowboarding, and I also like the bobsled and the luge. I think those are really fun, you know, to watch too. So we've been really enjoying it. My daughter, I guess I've never really watched the Olympics with her. Like she's kind of like, I don't know. We were just kind of scrolling to try to find something to watch one night, and I was like, oh yeah, the Olympics are on. I was like, have you ever seen figure skating? And she was like, no. And I was like, oh, you have to watch it. And she's a fan. She is a fan. She likes watching it too now, so I've got her hooked on it. Now if we open up YouTube, you'll see all these videos, you know, of like different skaters skating, and she's like, okay, can we watch that one? Can we watch that one? I'm like, oh my gosh, we have to go to bed sometime, you know. But it's fun anyway. So if you have been watching them, what is it that what sport do you like in the Olympics? Fun morning. I went shopping this morning. I went to Hobby Lobby to see what they had in the way of diamond painting things. A couple of weeks ago, we were at Hobby Lobby for a different reason, and I had looked and I saw some interesting things, like diamond painting things at Hobby Lobby, which was fun because I haven't seen a whole lot in a while. It's been a while. I was kind of worried that they were completely phasing it out, but I did see some things that I wanted to get. So today I went back and I picked up some things. I'm going to be doing a little haul from Hobby Lobby. So my plan here on my channel is that for this year anyway, I might do something different each year, but I want to have some kind of ongoing like videos each year. And this year I wanted to kind of like highlight or spotlight a different diamond painting company each month. So I'm going to be like purchasing something from that company and unboxing it, showing it to you, showing you the quality and things like that. And it won't always be like budget friendly kits. It will be like all kinds of companies. I want a variety, and I want to show a variety of different like options that you can get diamond paintings from, and what the quality's like and all that stuff. So I think that's going to be a fun journey this year. And so anyway, so I got some things. Also went because my stepdaughter is going to be coming to stay with us soon, and her birthday is coming up, and so she loves to diamond paint too. And so I got her a kit that I thought she would like for her birthday. But you know, these diamond kits are kind of, you know, it's kind of personal to like what you like and what you want to diamond paint. I think she will like it. If she doesn't and she wants to pick something else, I might let her pick one of my other kits. But I got several of them from Hobby Lobby. The quality on those that I've experienced in the past is kind of hit or miss. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. So I don't know. We're gonna look at these and see. And so those videos will be coming up pretty soon. But they had some like Diamond Art Club stuff there, which I had seen all their Diamond Art Club stuff go on sale and kind of go away. And now they've kind of brought back a few things. So I thought that was interesting. So I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on at Hobby Lobby, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know. I can't imagine this is like old stock, because they had like the accessory kit, like a tool kit that you can buy separately from the diamond painting kits. And it's the new upgraded toolbox that you get when you get a new Diamond Art Club kit. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, hopefully they'll keep selling it. I would really like to see them to continue to sell different companies things, but it's kind of like they're phasing stuff out so they can promote their own. That's kind of what it feels like. I don't know. I'm not an employee. I don't know anybody who works there. I don't know the scoop, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I also just realized that I forgot to buy washi tape when I was there. I meant to look for washi tape. I got so overwhelmed by all the other stuff that I forgot to go over and look for washi tape. So, but I did get some fun things I want to share with you. So I'm kind of excited to do that. I've never really done a haul video, I don't think. I might have done one on fabric a long time ago, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And it's going to be fun to kind of try out some of the stuff that I bought. So I'm kind of excited about that. So yeah, my stepdaughter, she is turning 18 soon, and she is going to come and stay with us. Kind of in she's in kind of a transition period, you know, in her life. And when you're, you know, a young adult, that's kind of how it is. And so I'm excited. My daughter's excited. So before, she lives about 2 hours from us. And so it's always been kind of hard, you know. It's not like we live in town where you can just like, you know, be more part of their lives. It's hard to do that when you live, you know, a ways away. But it's not terrible. It's not undoable. But anyway, it's kind of fun. It's going to be fun. So that's about all of the news that I have that I can think of to tell you right now. There is one more thing. So this month, going back to talking about showcasing different companies' diamond painting kits, I had purchased a Make Market kit for Valentines, and it's called Roses. I'm still working on it. I'm getting close to being about halfway done. I don't know that I'll finish it in February, but that's okay. But what I was going to say is, in my last video, when I was working on that canvas, I talked about that how you could, that was a make market kit, but you could order different companies' kits on the Michaels website. So Michaels sells, or I don't know, I guess it's kind of like a vendor for other companies to sell their diamond arts too, but only online. And I thought that was really interesting. So I've never purchased anything like that from Michaels online, but I'm going to try it out because I want to see. I want to know what kind of quality is it. Is it going to be as good as the make markets? Like I said, it's not Michaels brand or anything like that. These are just other companies' diamond arts. So, and they're different companies. It's not like Diamond Dots or stuff like that we people kind of are familiar with that you used to could find at like Walmart and stuff. So I don't know. I'm gonna order one soon and we're gonna try that out. I found one that I really liked. It's a cute little teapot. It has flowers all over the teapot, and it kind of, the background kind of looks like you're sitting in a garden or something, having tea. I don't know. But it's a big blown up picture of a beautiful teapot. And I've never diamond painted anything like that, like just a object. I have done a lot of animals and landscapes and a few flower type ones, but I've never diamond painted just like an object like that. So I'm trying to branch out, and I'm trying to diamond paint different things, all while trying to stay with things I love. You know what I mean? And just because I have the YouTube channel, I don't want to just buy kits that I'm like, I'm going to show this kit and then never do it. You know, I still want it to be things that I like to diamond paint. But I also want a variety. I don't want to just have landscapes or just have roomscapes or I want a variety on this channel. And I like a variety of things. I don't mind painting different stuff. I'm not really a huge fan of a lot of I'm not a huge fan of the same kits that a lot of other diamond artists like to unbox, if that makes sense. Like if you're familiar with Diamond Art Club, one particular artist that's very, very, very popular is Mrs. Butter D. And I think her paintings are really, really cute. But it's not something that I would diamond dot, And if you are a fan of that, I mean that, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. We like what we like, right? And so there's nothing wrong with, what you like and what you don't like. But I don't know. I don't gravitate toward those type of paintings. A lot of people do, and they're very popular. And like I said, I think they're really cute. I just don't know that, I'm not a huge fan of diamond painting like people in my paintings, but I'm not opposed to trying it, and are all the roomscape type stuff where you have the kind of the animated character sitting in a room with a Christmas tree or something like that. Those type of paintings. I don't know. I've never tried doing one, so a lot of people are like, oh, I love painting all the little different things, and I can see that. I can totally see that, but I've just never tried it, so I may try one, but I'm not the kind of person that sits and waits on the website for everything to release. So Diamond Art Club does releases, and they do it on purpose, so you'll be more inclined to get it because you don't want to miss out on it. And that's it, just, it's kind of the oldest marketing game in the book, really. And I refuse to succumb myself to that. I'm not going to buy something just because it might not be there tomorrow. Because you know what? I have looked on lots of different companies' websites and lots of different, diamond painting companies. And I will tell you that I can find something I like on just about every website. So I'm really not in the fear of ever running out of options of stuff to buy. You know, I'm not necessarily a collector of any one person's art. If I were, it would be Josephine Wall, but my goodness, I don't have the money for that, and I don't have the storage for that, because there are a ton. I didn't know there were so many, but there are a lot. If you go to the one with the diamond art, and I know there's another company that sells them too, but there's a bunch of them to choose from. Like, I could never buy all of those, and so, you know, I just buy the ones I like when they're available, and I don't worry about just trying to collect them all, because for one, it would kind of drive me crazy, and for two, I don't have the budget for that. Like, I just don't. So I'm just being honest. So I don't know that I would ever be able to get a Mrs. Butterdee kit. Because I'm not the kind of person that, I'm not going to sit online and wait for them to be released and then jump in and buy them like really quickly. So I don't know. I don't know that I could ever get one, but who knows? Maybe I'll do it one day just to see. I'm sure it's quite fun. It's kind of like eBay, when you're like trying to auction on something and you're waiting till the last second to make a bid so you win the auction. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Which is kind of funny. Oops, I had a faller. It fell out there. Okay, this symbol I'm doing right here, they are so spread out. They're just like, this part of the canvas is very confetti heavy. I didn't think about that before I started filming, because sometimes it's harder for me to do confetti. I'm sure I'm probably missing a bunch of them. But it's okay. I'll fill them in later if I missed any. But sometimes doing confetti is kind of hard to do when you're talking. Sometimes my sister and I will have like diamond dot nights, you know, and we'll set up a night to like sit down together and talk, and kind of like this. We just talk and chat and do our diamond paintings, and it's a lot of fun. But I find myself during those times, I find myself like really messing up. Like, what letter was I working on? One time I was working on one letter and then switched to another letter, just like for some reason. I don't know. I just wasn't paying attention, and I had to take them all off. It was awful. It was awful. So I haven't done that today while I'm talking to y'all, so that's good. Okay, I'm probably going to finish up this letter Z here, and I'm probably going to end the video there. I feel like these are all sorts of crooked. When I talk and do this, I feel like I don't know. I'll have to straighten them all later. I know the last time I did a WIP and chat, I was like, "Whoa, those are crooked." When I went to edit it, I didn't even realize like how crooked they were. It was funny. But it's kind of hard. It's hard to multitask and do all these things at the same time. But I do it for you guys. So I hope you've enjoyed listening to me ramble on about random stuff. And I would like to know what you are working on while I'm doing this. What do you like? Why do you like to watch WIP and chat videos? I like to watch them when I'm diamond painting. It makes me feel like I have a friend in the room. I don't know. Sometimes I also watch them at night when I'm like getting ready to go to bed, or sometimes if I'm like cleaning my house or I don't know, just different things. I will watch them. I think they're fun, and it's a great way to communicate and get to know each other. So anyway, this is going to take me a while, but you can kind of see it. I can see it on the camera. It's kind of starting to come together here. Oh, it's going to be so cute. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me with this video, and I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.